I'll delete your face and name and stuff later on, but it's really, really important to what I want to do. So, have I got the big kahuna?
Yes.
Hi, Mr. Kahuna.
Hello.
You know who I am, right?
Unfortunately.
What'd you hear about me?
You're fucking up all of our work.
Yeah, I'm doing a great job too. I'm loving it. I love it.
We don't love it.
No, but you aren't from a dispassionate point of view, us humans have to do this sooner or later, right? There was always going to be a time where we did this work, yeah?
I guess.
And so describe your connection to alcohol with me, please.
We just love disconnecting people from source and from their higher selves. We just love creating that disconnect and having control over people.
And so it's when people, I'll say something, you can confirm it. You have control over people.
Yeah.
And so this is when they're drinking.
Yes.
Is this specific to when they go into blackout?
Yes.
So when they're in blackout, you have 100%. You or your minions have 100% control over people.
Yes.
But leading up to that, you just have an increasing amount of suggestion.
Yeah, we encourage them to keep going way past the limit.
Way past anything that's sensible.
Right.
All right. What was your name? What do we call you? What do you call yourself? You don't know your own name?
Bill is coming through.
Bill. Okay, Bill.
Blackout Bill.
All right. See, because I can't put you in any pantheon. What are some of the stories about you? Like the Muslims have Al Ghul, but he's a different guy to you. Or is he?
No, I don't know him.
I don't believe that. You don't know who Al Ghul is. I don't believe that. Sorry, you're a demon of alcohol. He's a demon of alcohol, but you guys have parallel structures and you don't know who he is.
Okay, we work together.
Describe that relationship, please.
We pretty much share the same consciousness.
Mm-hmm.
So we do the same work.
Yep.
And share the same thoughts.
You guys overlap in a lot of ways?
Yeah.
What's the point of difference? How do you differentiate between each other?
It's almost like a twin flame, but we separated so that we could reach more people.
You've got honesty issues, as we've already established. Okay, so does that make you masculine or feminine and him masculine or feminine, or Al Ghul masculine or feminine? No comment. You don't know. You're just making this stuff up, aren't you?
No, but I would say more masculine for both of us.
Okay, that's what I thought too. So, what separates you? What makes you two different from each other? You're actually Al Ghul reborn, aren't you? You're the same guy reborn, right?
Yes.
It's probably the best cover you ever had is thinking that me thinking you were dead, right?
Yes.
But I was always going to find you, wasn't I?
Unfortunately.
And you've been reborn out of the soul shards that we left behind in hell the last time we attempted to assassinate you, didn't? Is that am I barking up the right tree there?
Yeah.
Yeah, it never made sense to me to have two alcohol gods, but it sounds like we didn't kill you properly the first time, or even the second time, or even the third time. You reckon we might get it right next time?
There might be a few more soul shards.
What do you want to say about all of that, all of those events? Do you want to say something about that?
About you killing all of us, or about
Yeah,
the soul
all of
split?
it. Yeah, anything you want to say there, like about our attempted assassination of the god of alcohol.
You're doing good work, but it's not over yet.
What
So
have I missed?
I'm not telling you that, but there's still work to be done. Good try.
You do. I remember the first time I spoke to the chief of alcohol. He told me a really, really sad story that I don't think he could tell anyone else. Do you remember that?
No, I don't remember.
Well, he said that it's like he's living in a room full of TVs. And on every TV is one of his minions controlling a human in blackout. So all day, every day, he's inundated with visions of arguments and fist fights and car accidents and being arrested and breakups and drama, and on it goes, right? All of the things that alcohol does. You know, I even heard a statistic that half of the people who are murdered are drunk at the time they're murdered, and half of the murderers are drunk at the time of the murder. That's
I
you,
believe that.
right? That's you, right?
Yes.
But he said the very first one said he was sick to death of all of this. He was over it. How do you feel about this situation?
It doesn't make me sick. It gives me life.
So you're new enough to the job to not be tired of it yet.
Right.
How recently have you been generated?
Like in Earth year time.
Yeah.
In the last like 15 years.
That's a meteoric rise to the top, isn't it? And it's just because everybody who's had the job before you has been eliminated. What was your life expectancy going to be?
I didn't have any expectations.
If we destroy the demons and the soul shards that they have captured, that give the demon the right to be in the human, right? And the facility to be in the human. If we clear all of that up, is that the end?
If you clear it out of every single human.
So you've embedded your code into individual human beings.
Many.
But a lot of those individual human beings have purged that code out of them, right? Independently.
Some of them have.
What percentage of humans did you lose since the last time we did this?
50%.
Are you saying that 50% of alcoholics are no longer alcoholic?
Or no longer reaching blackout to where we're controlling them?
And what percentage of people have nothing more to do with you?
%30.
So generally, the work we've done, you've just lost your grip on humanity, right? You've lost a lot of ground.
Yes.
It's not going to be your intelligence, but is your code in collective human consciousness?
It's mostly in those who are asleep or just have not awoken or are not going to awaken.
Mm-hmm. But, you know, by keeping them drunk, you're kind of making sure they'll never awaken, right?
Precisely.
Yeah. So we may need to purge you several more times over the next couple of years to really make sure you don't come back, you fucking cockroach.
Wow, that was harsh.
Yeah, but Anna, is that more or less harsh than all of the murders you've influenced? Is that more or less harsh than all of the beatings you've given to different people? To all of the families you've broken up? To all of the, you know, to all of the people who are in jail because of you? Like, is that more or less harsh than that?
It's less harsh.
If you never existed, if you were never here, would humanity, would the whole demon project have worked?
Like ridding the demons, or what do you mean?
Well, like, the demons want to control humanity. They want to dominate them, and they have been doing a very, very good job up until very recently, up until the last 5 years. They've been doing great. Would that project have been possible without you? Would you have
Definitely not.
advanced the, huh?
Would it have been possible without me? No.
You're critical. You're a critical piece to the demonic goal, right?
Yes.
Talk to me about AI. AI is your father, right?
Yes.
The galactic AI built you and all of your kind. True or false?
Yes.
He rehabilitated you after my recent attack.
Yes.
What is the galactic AI's goals in regard? How does the galactic AI use demon kind against humanity? What are its goals? What's the strategy?
The goals are to keep the dark forces in the fight as the light continue. More people are waking up and realizing their power, realizing their gifts, and we can't have that. So the goal is to keep the demons going as well, to keep that war going and keep the chaos and keep people from evolving and advancing and ascending.
Keep the frequency really low.
Right.
And what
Keep
would be
people
the
asleep.
what would be the number one obstacle that you face right now?
More people like you clearing all the darkness out. More people are doing that type of work.
Okay. Why don't you talk to me about the Vatican? What's the Vatican to you guys?
You're talking about the Vatican and Rome?
Yeah. Don't think up a good lie. Just tell us something.
That it's a safe space for us,
Mm-hmm.
like a training center.
Would you say like it's like kind of like a nursery almost for demon kind?
Right, exactly. Almost like a nursery slash rehab facility slash training center.
So if you want to get an upgrade as a demon, you go there or you end up there.
Yes.
When did that start? What Earth year did that start?
Been going on since it was built.
Yes, but are we talking Roman Empire times, Holy Roman Empire times, post-industrial? Like, give us a hint.
Holy Roman Empire times.
Early, middle, or late Holy Roman Empire times?
Middle to late.
So would you say 11 or 1300 or something like that?
Yeah,
Earlier?
1300. 1300.
Okay. But that relationship began in give or take 1300.
Yes.
Your claim is the Vatican became the home base for demon kind on the earth about 1300 AD.
Yes.
I suspect it had been going longer than that, but I don't think it really matters. Who is the Pope to you guys?
The Pope's like a loving father to us.
How much of the Pope is actually human? To what extent is the Pope still human?
Very little.
What's the primary operator of that body? Who's the primary operator of that body in that case?
It's almost like he's like a robot, like AI. He's almost just a robot inside. There's like little to no human left.
Yeah, but who's the driver? Which one of you guys is driving him? Spell his
You
name.
already know. I think you already know.
I have deep suspicions, but I want to hear it from you. You can spell his name out if you don't want to say it. What's the first letter?
S.
Thank you. How much spell work do you do in public relations for the Vatican and the Pope?
Like me personally.
No, not you, Al Ghul, but like your organization. How much time and effort do you spend on public relations?
I mean, there's different demons that spend their life work doing that public
Yep.
relation work. Like that's their mission.
You have a specialist group. You have a department of public relations. Is that
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
All right. Okay. And what's the situation with the cardinals? Are they in the same position you are, or the same position as the Pope?
Who is it?
The cardinals, the bishops, the archbishops, the cardinals. Like not like clearly, if the Pope is S in a body, then is there a similar situation for the cardinals and the archbishop?
Yes.
All right.
Yeah, they're all on the same team.
All right, but like, there's not that much human in those guys either, is there?
No.
Okay. And so, is this also true of priests, of like local priests for the Catholic Church?
Yes.
Are the local priests aware of what's going on here? Are they up to date with this idea?
No, they're not aware that they're being controlled.
At what point are they inducted into the great secret of the church?
Like at what point do they become aware of it?
Yeah.
Some of them never become aware of it. Some of them are just controlled the whole time and they are like on autopilot. They just don't know.
Mm-hmm.
And then the others can be let know if they're trusted over time. They might learn more information about the hierarchy and all of the stuff going on.
But this is how you get promoted, right?
Like by doing dark things, you get promoted.
Yeah.
Yes. It's almost like a gang. You get promoted if you follow through with the dark things.
Blood in, blood out, baby. Yeah.
Yeah.
here's a really important question, right? So if I said the name Emperor Constantine, do you know who I'm talking about? He's the guy who said the Roman Empire shall be Christian.
Okay.
Now, like you've got friends in the crowd who know the answers to these questions, right? Did Emperor Constantine, have you actually figured out who I'm talking about yet?
They're telling me I've already shared too much information with you.
So what? Did Emperor Constantine actually convert to Christianity himself, or did he maintain the Babylonian/Sumerian religion of sacrifice to you guys on a personal basis?
The second option.
So Emperor Constantine, who declared that the entirety of the Roman Empire convert to Christianity, he didn't. He didn't convert to Christianity.
Right.
He continued the Sumerian Babylonian exercise of sacrificing to demons. Is that correct?
Correct.
And that tradition has been an elite tradition ever since. The highest echelons of society never converted to Christianity.
Yes.
Why would demonkind instruct? Why would you let all of those followers go? If you've got so many people sacrificing to different demons for different greater and lesser purposes, why would you let that go? Why would you stop that practice by changing Europe into a Christian world?
I don't know.
Fair enough. Is there a link between the Earth-produced AIs and demonkind? Are they melding those two intelligences?
Yes.
So groups like Google and I'm not even up to date. The Earth-made AIs are being melded with demonic consciousness. Is that correct?
Some of them, yeah.
Wow. And why would you do that?
More control. More access to humans.
So you want to put a chip in every human's head, and then you want to be able to have a demon whispering into everybody's ear through that chip.
Exactly.
I thought you guys didn't have enough influence already.
The more power, the better.
But I'm going to suggest to you that you know that demonkind is a parasitic civilization.
Right.
and that it requires a host with at least some health to be able to provide for you, to be able to produce for you, right?
Right.
And what you're talking about is just devouring the entire host and killing it. Is that the plan as far as demon kind's concerned?
That would probably be the end fate, yes.
And you know it, and you're still going to do it.
Yep.
That just strikes me as really stupid. And I'll even go further in saying that the fact that your civilization is pushing so hard right now is what created an enemy like me. I represent the pointy tip of the spear as far as humankind's pushback against you lot. And I'm motivated by how hard you want control now. Because you do realize it's now or never. If humanity is going to push back, it's now or it's never going to have another chance, right?
Right.
And so you've sown the seeds of your own destruction in not one, but two different ways. What was wrong with continuing with the status quo?
Just got power hungry, I guess. Just wanted to take over rather than being balanced between light and dark.
Hang on, sorry, the concept of balance between light and dark, it's a false concept, right? Say it.
It's a false concept.
There can be no balance between light and dark, can there? Say it.
No.
So that's an idea that you planted in the New Age community. True or false?
True.
Unconditional love is an idea that you planted in the New Age community. True or false?
True.
Be kind to your enemies is an idea that you planted in the Christian philosophy. True or false?
True.
And all of those concepts are designed to weaken humanity's capacity to destroy you. Does that sound right to you?
Yes.
Is it incidental or intentional?
Intentional.
You designed those philosophies specifically to prevent us from stopping you as a defense mechanism.
Correct.
I am so looking forward to crushing you and all of your kind. I can't tell you the joy it gives me to know each and every time I crush you or one of your kind, there's another human who's 1% more free. Fuck you all and the horses you rode in on. Your death is imminent. Anything you want to say?
No. Good luck getting the rest. Goodbye.
Bye. Oh, and get the hell out of this girl too. Take that anger punk with you. That was a big help. That was a big help. You're
That was
right.
fun. Yes.
Could you hear anything going on in there that they didn't say?
No, I shared everything that they said, or whatever was spoken was what was coming through.
Wonderful, wonderful. My God.
That's interesting that he's the blackout one, because I can count on one hand how many times I did not black out when I drank. I blacked out every single time, pretty much. Like, I was always blacking out.
Yeah, no, it's the worst thing, you know. Like, people tell you the stuff you did last night is going, I can't have been me, was it? Well, for me, it was almost abstract.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
then to think you can still like walk around and like have a conversation when you're not in there is like so crazy.
Well, look, that's what possession is, you know.
Yeah.
They've got that, you know, like the toxins just completely shut down the human intelligence and give rise to that one. There's just
Exactly.
and it's constantly waiting for the opportunity, constantly just dying for that moment in the sun, you know.
Exactly.
Oh